Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday, which means we are once again back for another Doctor Who review. So we are now on season 5, sorry, not season 5, season 2, episode 5, The Story and the Engine. So, I literally just finished watching it. What are my thoughts? It's okay. I'm sorry, but it is okay. It just didn't grip me as much as the past 4 weeks have. To me it kind of just feels like it's just there. You know, it's just that it also feels kind of like a bottle episode, since the vast majority of this episode does take place in that barber shop. Um, so let me break it down. So the doctor, we open up. The story opens in the barbershop of a story being told of how the doctor saved this person's village, and he landed. He put out the fires. He planted seeds, and every now and again he comes back for a haircut. To or not necessarily a haircut, because apparently the TARDIS takes care of the Doctor's hair. So that's a bit of lore nugget that we learned. Um, and so then we get the green light that the story was good enough, apparently. So then we cut to the TARDIS. We don't know how long it's been since New Year's Eve 2007 for our gang. And the doctor's mentioning about, like I said, getting the hair, going to this barber because you know it to him it's his first time being in the black body. But obviously, we do know of the fugitive doctor as well, and so does he. But like he talks about like how the struggles that he has to deal with in this incarnation. He can go at like most places in the world and he will be judged for the color of his skin, but the moment he goes to Lagos, Nigeria, he's he fits in, and no one judges him for the color of his skin, and that's what he loves. Because the doctor doesn't necessarily have a home, but to him that feels like a home. And so Belinda's like, okay, well then go on, because like I said, it gets mentioned that the TARDIS takes care of the Doctor's hair. So now we know why he has a different hairstyle in nearly every episode. It's the TARDIS that is doing so. And so he gets there, and then turns out that, oh no, like these people can't leave because they need to keep telling it stories. And my thought process is, we knew so obviously we knew the guy was going to be called the storyteller. So as I was watching this episode, and I was proven wrong. I thought this was going to be another god of the pantheon gods. This time, we have the god of music, we had the god of games, the god of light. So it would make sense that we'd actually have a god of storytelling. I was wrong. He's just someone who worked for gods, that the god, you kind of like Gore the God Butcher from Thor: Love and Thunder, where he's worshipped these gods. He's created this what he called the World Wide Web, and the gods cast him aside, and so he wants to use the story engine to get to this place, to basically wipe them from existence and take his rightful place as a god. He also has an assistant named Abby, and she recognizes the doctor straight away, but the doctor somewhat recognizes her. So Belinda's also stuck in the TARDIS, and by the way the promo images were going, I thought we were going to have another instance of back in series 5, when it was the Doctor and Craig, and it was sending the TARDIS haywire. I thought that we were going to have something similar for Belinda. We were not, but because eventually she does leave and tracks down the Doctor into TARDIS. Now we do get in a bit more backstory for Belinda, because the Doctor is forced. He offers to tell a story, and he goes to tell of a time that Belinda, she notices something in a patient. just before she is going to leave because it's her nan's birthday. Um, and but then she gets this patient thrust on her, and so she has to stay and make sure that the patient lives. I'm pretty sure this is very common, say, with a lot of people in the medical field that work in hospitals, where just as you're about to leave, you get pulled in to do, something else, just before you get to leave. And so she ends up missing her nan's birthday, but she makes sure that this person is alive. We do get our Mrs. Flood cameo in this. It's not. It's basically the same, from episode one. But then the person who she saved comes back and thanks her. Now, initially, I thought that it was going to tie into Joy's mother from, Joy to the World, the Christmas special. But I was wrong on that one. Um, so yeah, eventually the Doctor realizes that Abby is a daughter to one of the gods that he faced, because the storyteller says that, oh, I'm all these different gods, and the Doctor's like, hang on a second, honey, no you ain't. I've gone up against these gods and you sure as shit ain't them. And then we get the cameo that it annoys me because of how much I would love for her to have her own series and not just Big Finish Audio. So spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this episode, you click off right now. But we get another cameo from the fugitive Doctor. Yes, Jo Martin makes a literal 20-second cameo, spats out a bit of line of dialogue that it was her incarnation that met Abby, that her Abby's father tried to pawn her or sell her off, and the Doctor tried to lose, but then wouldn't take her with them, with them traveling. So why does that annoy me? Simply because I want a full season of Jo Martin's Doctor. Give it to me as a spin-off, and not just comics, and not just Big Finish Audio, because I couldn't give a rat's ass about those. I want a proper series with her, because I really enjoyed Jo, her, from what we've seen of her. That one full episode that we've got, and that after that, it's been nothing but cameo after cameo after cameo, and it annoys me so much because I just want just give me a season, Russell. You're bringing her back, so the fans love her. Just give her a fucking spin-off, for Christ's sakes. It's not that hard to do that, instead of it just being audio, or comics. That throws canon into question. But eventually, they stop him. We have a moment that's reminiscent of the 11th hour, where the Doctor goes to the heart of the story, the story maker, and he's linked to the story engine, and so we see them use clips from Doctor Who. Essentially, we see clips of all the other Doctors spouting out lines, and so it's reminiscence of the 11th hour, where we see the faces of the Doctor before he steps out, and we see scenes play out as well, but also from Peter Capaldi's last season, when they where we see the bubbles go, and it's playing clips from the show again, that type of stuff. So yeah, like I said, so and then the episode ends. So like I said, it's an okay episode. I think I kind of went in with a little bit higher of expectations for this one, because we've had such great episodes, the past 4 weeks. And then to get this one, I'm just like, okay. Well, I'd probably return to this maybe if I'm ever doing another, do a wash through of from the 60th anniversary to now. But after that, if I'm just like picking one or two episodes to rewatch, this will probably be one that I skip more than not. And like, if you like this episode, that fair enough. But to me, it's just okay. It's not great. It's not bad. it's just okay. And that's going to happen with Doctor Who. We are going to have these okay episodes here and there. So yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you thought of the story and the engine in the comments down below. And if you are a fan of Doctor Who, make sure to subscribe, because I will be back next Saturday for the Interstellar Song Contest review, which apparently is going to warp the fandom completely again, like how Bi Regeneration done. Now, also, like, apparently I was scrolling on Twitter before I came on here. Apparently, Joe Martin's cameo was leaked prior to that happening. So I'm actually glad that I went in completely blind with that, because as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh shit, there she is. Because it's like, I was wondering, like as it was framing the Doctor and the camera was moving behind Abby, was like, oh, I wonder who we're going to see. And then for whatever reason, my thought went to David Tennant. But no, it was Joe Martin, and I was pleasantly surprised. But again, I yearn for just cast her as the next Doctor. Fuck it, cast her as the next Doctor. Have her do 5 seasons, and then I'll be happy. But anyway, if you love Doctor Who and you're not subscribed, click the subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you all on Monday. Shit, what do I have coming out on Monday? Let me consult this. Oh, I have a topic of discussion. So yeah, that's I'll see you all on Monday for that. But yeah, I'll see you all next week for another brand new Doctor Who review.